So what is going on here? This is pretty interesting. Well, way to think about it is that well, what happens with a polygon when we have more and more sides? I'm going to bring up this circular reasoning again, and let's see what happens. See, if we have 3 sides, and then 4 sides, and then 5 and 6 and 7. Our polygon is getting kind of rounder and rounder, right? 9 sides, 10 sides, 12 sides, it's getting rounder. What if at 36 sides? Now it's looking pretty round, right? It's really a polygon with 36 sides, but what if we have like 100 sides? Or 360 sides? Look at that. Looks like we have a real circle there now, right? So let's, so way to think about it is maybe just as a polygon with 360 sides. In fact, that's what they say here. Here's a way to draw a circle using commands. If we say CG, and then we repeat not 6 times, but 360 times, and we go forward 1. I'm going to take these weights out, or this will take us forever. Forward 1, and then it doesn't matter right or left, because it's just a turn. Right 1 or left 1. I'll put right 1 in just to show you that you can do it that way. And let's press enter. Look at that. If I press left, it's just going to start out turning to the left, so we'll do that one too. Whoop. Almost looks like a couple of eyes or something, right? So let's see now. What if we change the forward amount to like 5? What happens? Whoa! That was pretty wild. What if we make it 2 to the right? Oh, so it looks like when it's 5, it's, let's try to trace through and see what it's doing. With the, so with the 2, we see it just made a bigger circle, right? When we did right, or we did left actually, when we did left 5, it went up, 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 and then what happens is it wraps around. So it tries to keep going this way, but it can't because there's nothing to draw on. So it flips right down to here and keeps completing the circle. And now it's gotten to here, it can't go any farther. So it's going to wrap over to this side and keep drawing the circle. And now it can't go down anymore, so it wraps over here and goes down. It can't go any further this way, so it goes around like this. Can't go any further this way, so it comes up and finishes right here. Okay, so yeah, so sometimes you'll make some really wild designs, and sometimes they look pretty cool. But when things look really weird to you, sometimes it's happening because things are just wrapping around. You could also say forward, I think, say forward 0.5 and right 1. Let's see what that does. This makes a smaller circle. Okay. So if your page is getting too messy, don't forget to use CG. Click on the button tool and button tool and you can even make a CG button. That's a good idea. So let's click the button tool and click on the page. I don't know where we want to put this one. And we can say let's just say clear graphics. We'll call that'll be the label. So remember, this is the label, And then the instruction, the thing that you're actually telling microworlds to do, has to be one of those built-in words or some word that microworlds knows. In later lessons, we'll show you how you can teach microworlds new words. But for now, we'll just use built-in words. So those are words that you can find in the vocabulary. So CG is one of those words. So we can put CG as an instruction. So remember, here's your vocabulary. Let's just make sure, double check that CG is in there. Yep, CG right here. So that's a word that we can use in our button. If you can use it in the command center, you can use it in a button. So CG is a word we can use in the command center because it's in the vocabulary. So one way to test if it's a good word is if you can use it in the command center. If it's in the vocabulary, you should be able to use it in the command center. Yes, and you should be able to use it in buttons. So now we have a clear graphics. So now we could make a circle, we can stop everything, and we can clear graphics. Cool. Okay. And then, oh yeah, the only thing if you find a built-in word in the vocabulary, like for example, forward. Oops, what did I just do? Like forward, for example. Don't forget, just because it's in the vocabulary, it's still, some of these words are kind of picky about how you can use them. So forward, or the abbreviation FD, needs a number. So it's in the vocabulary, but if you just type forward in the command center, or just have forward in a button, you're going to get an error because it says forward needs more inputs. So some of these built-in words need input. Some of them need one input, and some of them need more input. So you could say forward 5, and it'll go forward 5. Okay. And there are particular kinds of inputs it needs. Like you couldn't say forward, FD 0.5, right 1. You can't do that because forward doesn't like that as an input. Forward likes numbers. Okay. So in general, the built-in words need some number of inputs. It might be 0, like pen up doesn't need any inputs. And you have to be careful because sometimes there's certain things that they like as inputs. They might not like everything you give it as an input. Okay. Okay, and that's our circles lesson.